Hi everyone, so we're here at Port Lympne in Kent and I'm here with Simon Jones from Helping Rhinos.
Hello.
Hi, so thanks very much for joining us. We are blessed with having some rhinos in the background as well. So could you tell us a bit more about these wonderful rhinos?
So behind us you have here some black rhinos. There are now 5 species of rhinos left in the world today. The black rhino and the white rhino come from Africa, and then there's the greater one-horned rhino, the Sumatran rhino and the Javan rhino that come from Asia. And rhinos are being poached to extinction at the moment. If you go back 40 odd years, there was about 95% more black rhinos in the wild than there are now. So there's about just over 5,000 black rhinos left in the wild today.
Over in a few decades. And why is this? What's happening to the rhinos?
So predominantly they're being poached. If you look at these rhinos here, you can see on the end of their nose they've got a horn, and that horn is made of keratin, so the same substance as our hair and our fingernails. So it's just compressed hair, but on the black market that horn is now said to be the most expensive, if you use the word commodity, in the world. So it actually will cost you more per kilogram to go and buy rhino horn than it would gold or heroin.
It's just incredible, really. And where has this come from? Why would anyone want to pay more for gold than our hair?
Yeah, it's it's thousands of years of belief in Asia, and really the biggest countries now are Vietnam and China that horn is exported to, and as I say, it is illegally exported to. And it's thousands of years of belief that it has some medicinal value. But because of now that's gone up and up in price, what you see is it's actually now becoming used as a status symbol as well. So particularly unlike Vietnam, what you find is people will offer you rhino horn as a powder in your drink, as a way of showing how wealthy they are, in the same way that in this country people might, would you like a lift in my Ferrari? So it's incredible for nothing more than compressed hair, and it's wiping these incredible animals out to the extent that in 15-20 years there may be none left.
And so how did you get started with Helping Rhinos?
So we now are almost 5 years old, and it started really in 2010. I went out to Africa and spent 6 weeks on a conservation project, and while I was there we got to know a lot of their rhinos on the reserve. One of them we were lucky enough, gave birth to a little calf, and at 1 week old we sat watching this little calf. His name was Clint, and he couldn't stand on his feet properly. He was trying to keep up with his mum, and it was the cutest thing, one of the best hours of my life. And I was about 4 months after we got back, I was asking, how's little Clint doing? And they said, his mum got poached, unfortunately.
Oh, it's just shocking.
He was too young and he didn't survive.
So it really hit you emotionally?
So it hit me emotionally, and then there was another poaching at the same reserve a few years later.
So what were you doing at the time? What kind of career were you in?
So actually I had a corporate career. I was working for American Express and had done for 24 years, but it just all came together, and I thought, this is my passion. I actually think I can make a difference by applying that business logic to setting up an organisation like Helping Rhinos. I always joke that we run the charity exactly like a business, but our shareholders are munching grass on the plains of Africa and not sitting in a boardroom. And I think that's the best way that we can make a difference. So we're running it in the right way.
Oh, munching.
We're being interrupted by the rhino eating in the background. But so we run it in the right way, but with a passion for the cause, which is these amazing rhinos.
And I was looking on your website, and I listened to your talk last week, and you were talking about the black mambas, which is an amazing thing to empower women out in Africa.
Absolutely. So we work with, as you say, the black mambas. They're South Africa's first all-female anti-poaching unit. There's 36 ladies who are members of the unit, and they really are that frontline community engagement element of the anti-poaching. So they're unarmed, a little bit like the concept of the British Bobby on the beat, and we're really excited to be working with them. They've made a huge difference in terms of reducing poaching in their area of operations since they launched. And the project is obviously about stopping the poaching, but it's as much about community engagement, and we have to engage local communities if we're going to really overcome this poaching crisis. It's not just going out there with boots on the ground. As important as that is, there's so many different elements to it, and engaging local communities, making them see there's benefit for them in wildlife reserves, and wildlife being there is critical.
Can you tell us about how you're working with the people here at Port Lympne?
Absolutely. So we will. I think this will be our 4th year working with them on their annual Rhino Awareness Weekend. So we partner with them, just trying to bring awareness of these incredible animals to the guests that come around. So we'll be back here on Saturday the 20th and Sunday the 21st of August. So come and join us. You get a chance to hand feed one of these rhinos.
Oh wow, that's an opportunity you can't miss.
Absolutely, what a unique experience. And you know, we've been doing it for the last few years, and people come back and they can't take the smiles off their face. It's just an incredible experience that people go through. So.
And from a conservation point of view, how are you working with Port Lympne?
So what we've done is, Port Lympne have a great track record. They've actually sent a number of rhinos back out to the wild. They've sent them to Mukomazi Reserve in Tanzania. And they're doing well, and in fact they're even breeding out there, so that's fantastic. What we're doing with them is something slightly different this year. Normally our awareness goes out to help the rhinos that have been sent back out to Tanzania. Even in the UK there is an increased risk of poaching, and the reserves like Port Lympne are under the highest possible alert there could be. So they need to, the security at the houses here needs to be upgraded. So this year's event will actually go to fund the security of these rhinos like you see here, and try and keep them safe, because there is the biggest threat there's ever been that the rhino here in the UK could be taken.
Oh wow, that's, you know, I was so shocked when you said that to me earlier. It's just, you just can't imagine that here in the UK that the rhinos will be under threat. Like, you know, and that's just here at home.
It's just right here. I mean, it shows no sign of abating, and it's a global problem. People think it's just Africa and why should I worry? But you know, that tells you it's a global problem. And as you see, you know, people talk about rhinos being here in captivity, but they're here to maintain that gene pool, and they are sending them back out to Africa. So we have to protect them here, and we have to protect them in Africa. Obviously, most of our work is based with the animals back in the wild and protecting their habitats. But here, for that one weekend, we work here.
Great. Well, thank you, Simon, so much for joining me today. It's been fascinating, and we have been blessed with seeing so many rhinos. It's been amazing.